All right, all right, all right. Yeah, that's right. Sort out. Yeah, turn it around. Yeah. All right, I'll get to the news in a minute. All right, I'll get to the news at the top of the hour in a minute. All right, all right. Too many damn servers. All right, I've shared it. Oh, one more. All right, it's been shared. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. All right. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science uh, is, will prohibit actor Will Smith from attending the Academy Awards for 10 years following his Oscar night slap of Chris Rock. Organization announced Friday. Smith slapped Rock for making a joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, already resigned from the group behind the Academy Awards, a move that prevented the Motion Picture Academy from suspending or expelling him. Today, the Board of Governors convinced a meeting convened a meeting to discuss how best to respond to Will Smith's actions at the Oscars, in addition to accepting the resignation, the Academy said in open letter. I notice nobody's watching. Yeah, that's right. I guess I'll just continue. Okay. All right. All right. Academy said in open letter. The board has dedicated for a period of 10 years from April 8th, 2022. Mr. Smith shall not be permitted to attend any Academy events or programs in person or virtually, including but not limited to the Academy Awards. The organization added in a statement, Smith said, I accept and respect the Academy's decision. Rock's representative rep, rep, representative did not immediately respond to requests for comment. The announcement means that Smith will not be on hand to present the winner of the Best Actress trophy at next year's Oscars ceremony, a tradition that the producers behind the show have followed for many years. Anthony Hopkins, who won for his role in The Father last year, handed the Best Actress statue to the eyes of Tammy Faye. Star Jessica Chastain this year. In recent weeks, Smith, who won a Best Actor Oscar for King Richard after he hit Rock, faced intense scrutiny over his behavior at the Dolby Theater on March 27th. In a tearful acceptance speech, Smith apologized to the Academy, apologized to Rock in a statement the next day. An open letter signed by Academy President David Rubin and CEO Don Hudson, the organization thanked Rock for keeping his cool immediately after he was slapped. We want to express our deep gratitude to Mr. Rock for maintaining his composure under extraordinary circumstances, the group said. We also want to thank our hosts, nominees, presenters, and winners for their poise and grace during our telecast. The Academy apologized for not taking steps to adequately address the situation in the room after the incident. For this, we are sorry. This was an opportunity for us to set an example for our guests, viewers, and other Academy family around the world. And we fell short, unappreciated, unprepared for the unprecedented, the group said. The Academy's standards of conduct rules are not tied towards eligibility, a spokesman for the group said, meaning that Smith could conceivably be nominated for his work in the film over the next decade and beyond. He next stars in the slavery-themed drama Emancipation, which Apple TV has said it plans to release sometime this year. And King Richard Smith portrays Richard Williams, the ambitious father of tennis superstars Venus and Serena Williams. He was also one of the producers of the film. And is a beta? Yeah, that's right. Okay, back to StreamYard. Yeah, that's right. What's up, Agro? And Jack? What's going on, dudes? Okay, that is so far the news. Okay, that's top of the news. We will get to beta news. I have me going into the Jesse Lee Peterson program. That's much later in the beta news area. Yeah, that's right. All right. That was just a current story. So Will Smith can't even accept an award virtually. Like, he'll get snubbed for 10 years. You kiss white ass and they go, no, we don't think so, buddy. Fuck you. You can't slap our award host. Yeah, that's right. We don't think so. No, you. Right. All right. I will send this out. Copy and send it to. Go to Twitter. Yeah. How your boy. And now it's time for music news. Yeah, that's right. With the guy from last week. Yeah. All right. You should be here soon. Hopefully. All right. Hopefully. All right. Coffee. Yeah. All right. What is this here? It's two. All right. Oh. In the future, we will yuck news also over here. That's right.
Okay, is that better? Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah, I can hear you. All right. I
Okay,
think I will.
you're
I'm
the
about
you're the tech.
to. I'm about to YouTube. I mean, Discord for 1 second to pull something up. All right. Here we are.
Did you hear what I said about John Hinckley Jr.?
No.
I just saw a video of him singing. He's actually doing a show in the summer in New York.
Who
The
was
guy,
it?
John Hinckley Jr., the guy who shot Reagan and Brady, he almost killed him,
Oh,
and he did it all for Jody,
wow. All
Jody
right.
Foster.
All right. I see the full list here. Beck, Pat Benatar, Kate Bush, Devo, Duran, MMM, The Eurythmics, Judas Priest, uh, Bella,
These are all
Fila,
the
Fila Kati, MC5, New York Dolls, Dolly Parton, Rage Against the Machine, Lionel Richie, Carly Simon, Tribe Called Quest, and Dionne Warwick.
right, all
Yeah,
nominated.
all nominated. Yeah, I think you're wrong about Tribe Called Quest. I saw your video.
I don't. I probably don't know their music well. I don't think I would say they're bad. If I probably just I don't even remember what I said, but it was probably something like I don't think they should get in, maybe because it's rap or
Well, rap
that
acts have gone in before, like Run
Grandmaster Flash.
DMC and NWA.
The only issue I have is if it's called rock and they should call it the Great Music Hall of Fame or the Music Hall of Fame. That's my only issue. Not that
Yeah,
saying that rap bands don't deserve it or dance bands because they're great music, some of them. But rock and roll is a different title. That's the only thing. It's just a different sticker to put on something, right?
yeah. I
It's the
think the
label.
Eurythmics will probably get in.
I think
Hopefully, MC5 will get in, but
Kick out the
They
jam,
give
motherfucker.
they give acts like that the snub usually.
It's because MC5 are popular for being unpopular. It's like what the Ramones were when they were around. They're popular for not being popular. Not
Same
they're
thing with the New York Dolls. New York Dolls are well known for not being really that popular. They have one really good album, and the rest of the albums they're not as good as the first one.
I only know a bit of their music, but do you know who? Do you know what? David Johansen had a hit record on under a different name. I bet you know because you seem like you know.
Buster Poindexter.
Right. And
Most people know that.
well, if you're into music, yeah, I would assume you. I figured you would have known that.
He also had a soul career.
Yeah, and I think he did a show on Sirius for a bit. I'm not sure if he's still doing it. I wonder if a band like that actually made any money. I mean, they barely brushed the charts. It didn't do big shows like arena shows, as far as I know.
I think Beck could definitely get in. Devo, definitely.
I would like Diva. I'd love them to get in. I've been.
Judas Priest will definitely get in.
They should.
They should. Rage Against the Machine. I mean, so many acts. Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie had major hits.
Yeah, of course. I know who all about him.
Lionel Richie was huge,
He,
gigantic.
and he's a judge now. I don't watch American Idol anymore, but I know he's a judge now. I think he was studying
I,
to be a doctor and he dropped out.
I was never big into American Idol, but good for him. He's a judge. I mean, he has a paying job. He works for Simon Cowell
So it pays very well.
or whoever runs that show now.
Well, there's another Simon that's always been the name. I forget his name, Simon something else. But Cowell's always the guy that.
What's up, Stanley Moon?
Geez,
And what's up, Bellan the Snake? That's what he's called. His name reads as Ian Ellis LLC, but they call him Bellan the Snake.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I know his name. Jack Mahagoff. Is that like Jack Mayhofer? A bit like
Probably.
Maybe that's some kind of connection there. It could be,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
What was I going to say? But do you ever see MC5 do videos like where they're doing a speedway on YouTube? You can find it. They're like playing live outdoors with like all these cars driving by, like a highway.
It's Eurythmics most definitely will get in. They are huge hit makers.
Which name?
Eurythmics.
They should. They really should. I've always liked him, the guy Dave. I forget his name. He produced other people too.
Annie Lennox.
And Annie Lennox. She said that she once called and left a message for the record company, and they never called her back when she wanted a new contract. It's pretty sad, but she's still around. So.
Yeah,
it's a tough business, eh?
Yeah, I mean, you're with a group, and then you try and go solo, and that doesn't always work out for everybody.
But for her, it did, because she had Whiter Shade of Pale and Don't Say I Love You and whatever that one was, and she was big for a couple of years, like impressive, and then all of a sudden she slipped like all these other 80s and then 90s acts. There's not much.
I can just see it breaking the law live at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Breaking the law, breaking the law. What's up, Shangy?
Where is it being held this year?
I don't know. Sometimes they do New York, sometimes they do Cleveland. So I have no idea.
Howard was pissed because Bon Jovi, when he had to introduce Bon Jovi, he said, "Oh, it's in Cleveland." And if you know Howard Stern, he had a meltdown about it. I love Bon Jovi. I don't want to go to Cleveland, please. I don't want to go. And he gets neurotic. But he had to go because he said yes to it.
He made a commitment.
Yeah.
Duran should get in.
They really should. What haven't they done? They've had like 20 hits. I mean, then they each get popular every few years just with a new song sometimes.
Yeah, they're making, and they are majorly huge.
Yeah, there's no reason except the snobbery of the people that vote. That could be something where they say, "Oh, they're too poppy." Well, I don't know who decides these things. Baba Booey has a.
They went Roxy Music in. I know why they went Roxy Music in, because they're dead. That's why, because Roxy Music should have gotten in like 20 years ago.
Right, they should have, And they were also a very kind of artsy band, and they like artsy bands. They like artsy, not poppy, and they never went for the top 40 type of songs. Roxy Music, they were never a sellout type of band, you know.
We're not at that point yet.
No,
Bill, and there's a point after I do the news. I've got a few other articles I wanted to that I'm going to talk about at some point, and then we will scoff at things. You can
I'm
scoff at
ready.
Bon Jovi. I'm going to scoff at Beaver. Oh, he's horrible.
Bieber was just here in Montreal. He sells out. The guy, he's people love the guy. I don't know. He's got a decent talent, but I wouldn't go see his show unless I wanted to look at 18-year-old girls, which would be okay. But that's about it.
It's for 13-year-olds or 18.
Yeah, 13-year-olds. Well, they must be getting older because when he started, they were the 13-year-olds are 25 now, so they must be getting new 13-year-olds, new people coming into the interest with this guy.
Any other music news?
I'm trying to think. There must have been something. There was some concert canceled. Well, the Foo Fighters would have. Well, we know about that, but the Foo Fighters have
Tony
canceled.
Moon, I agree, but most people, you ask the average person, they've never even heard of Roxy Music. I love Roxy Music.
They're
All
great,
their
and even
live albums recently, and the
Brian
live
Ferry's
album was amazing.
Brian Ferry's solo albums were great too.
Yeah.
Avalon, no, Avalon was Roxy Music. I get them mixed up. More than whichever. I get the two. Like he did a bit of everything on his show that I saw. The two
Yeah.
shows. I saw him in '83 and I saw him in 2017. So it's quite a gap, eh?
Yeah.
Except Roxy Music.
Well, who do you want to get in?
Um, I think if it depends if you look at what I like as songs or who deserves, because it's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
Like I say, I've heard MC5 and I think they're great, so they should get in, but it's not they didn't have any major sales.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
but neither did Velvet Underground. Is Velvet Underground in?
Yeah, they got it a long time ago.
And those albums used to bomb. Lou Reed was working at his father's printing company or whatever while the albums were out. He made like $50 or a couple of grand an album. He was broke.
Yeah.
And then so they got in. That band is pretty good. I would say that. Again, do I judge it on Lionel Richie's talent? Sure, of course, the guy's brilliant. He should be in some kind of Hall of Fame, but should it be rock and roll? The guy wrote
They
beautiful
put
ballads.
everything in. They put country in. I mean,
Right. So what's the point of the name?
I'm like, they should just call it the Great Music. You're right, the Great Musical Hall of Fame. I mean,
Right. Great
when I
music.
saw, then they put like Patsy Cline in there, and I'm like, how is Patsy Cline rock? I
Right.
mean,
She isn't.
she's
But I
great. She
like
makes great country. I mean, Walk After Midnight, Crazy.
Crazy.
They're amazing, but they're not rock.
Who wrote that song? I think it was Crazy. A famous person.
Willie Nelson.
Yeah, that's right. I can't catch you. You know all this stuff, man. And Willie's still around. I used to have
Willie is still around.
I used to have a death pool contest with someone. We used to predict who would die in the entertainment.
Wow.
And we would predict how many would die a week. It was we would go for 18 and we would count people who were in one hit wonder bands at one point, and some other people had more points. It was pretty wild. I haven't done that for a few months, mind you, but I used to do it. But who would I like to get in? So if you say Eurythmics, they do have a rock. They've broken into rock. Would I lie to you? So I guess you could say that's rock and roll, and they're very talented, and she's great. I mean, what would you do with a rock set? Obviously, they're great, huge, massive band. Have they been nominated? Are they in? I doubt it. Would you know? I can look it up later, but I think of Eurythmics like a rock set, a bit of an edge to the.
Respond to something over here.
Okay, go ahead. You're a multitasker now. Is that your heart?
That's just me on the keyboard.
Ian Ellis scoffs at Bon Jovi. Well, he's another guy, another balladeer that has a rock mix, and very aggressive guy. It's his band, Bon Jovi. You can't cross John. You know that. It's his band.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think there's still a mystery about why did Richie leave. There's all kinds of stories about that.
I don't know. I don't know
There
why
were
Richie
stories he
left.
wanted more money.
Uh-huh.
Then there were stories he just wanted out of the business. So I'll never
Uh-huh.
know because they both won't say the whole story. They both won't elaborate.
Yeah.
So they know, obviously, they know everything. I think the last comment Bon Jovi met was just ask him, ask the other. It's not my problem. You know,
All
life
right,
goes on.
that's I got a puppet segment if you want to stick around for that.
Yeah, I'll be here for
I
that.
wrote a thing, it's called Secondhand Puppet News. Puppet Sue Secondhand News. All right, where did I put that? Okay, let's see. Notes. All right, news show. All right. Exactly what's going to happen now. Yeah, I'm just looking for the particular puppets going to be in on this segment. Where are these things? Really playing this out first. Here we go. And for today's show, the Kermit the Frog puppet will be a duck.
Oh, there's a girl who has a show called Kermit and Friends.
Yes.
The girl from what's his Benji's ex-girlfriend.
It's weird. I can't edit. All right, I'm just gonna. All right. All right. In your opinion, Stanley, the Beatles were crap. I like them. Okay.
Maybe because he didn't. The only negative thing I could say about the Beatles is just too much airplay. So I don't. I turn off the songs because it's just I grew
All
up.
right. Yeah. In secondhand puppet news, Kermit the Frog is gay. Okay.
I knew
And
that.
this duck is playing Kermit the Frog. That is preposterous. I am not gay. I fuck a pig named Piggy. Miss Piggy. Yeah.
You fucked Amy
Oh,
Schumer.
sorry. Yeah, we heard that wrong. He is vacationing down by the bay, so to us that sounded like he is gay. Yeah, that's right. So that
Could
was,
be.
but we heard that wrong. Okay. All right. All right, and now, yes, looking for a shark. All right. Puppets back here. Yeah. Here we go. All right. See, Helen Keller smokes bass. What a loser. All right, now I will have the Helen Keller puppet up here defend himself. Where is that puppet? Actually, someone else will. Actually, no, he was just smoking vape called In Your Face Vape. So it sounded like bass. Yeah, that's right. Okay, moving on. Okay, all right, all right. Okay. Hold on. Oh, here's Helen. Uh, that is slander. I will not stand for these allegations. That's why I meant to
Is my audio on, Stanley?
No.
Stanley.
All right. Have you seen this? Have you heard this? Tom Cruise has the "No You" blues. Other famous people are pulling up to his limo, going, "I make more money than you, so no you. I'm more supermodels blowing me, so no you. Your last film suck, a motherfucker. So Tom, no you." Oh. No, Tom Cruise was just buying harmonica. He just has the blues. That's right. We got the story straightened out. That was secondhand news by the puppets. All right. Yeah, that's right. All right.
A puppet break. I like that. Gives you a
You hear
break.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You have kids? Is that why you have all those puppets? Kids?
Could you hear me?
Yeah,
All right.
puppets. Master of puppets. That's what they should call you. Ken TV? No, you. What does the you mean?
All right. And now I was going to do beta news.
Beta.
Okay.
That's
And I have a clip of me calling into the Jesse Lee Peterson show.
I want to hear
Where
that.
is that clip? Okay. Going to go share screen. Share screen.
Where does that person appear?
Edge. Okay. Here we are. Share.
The red pill is thinking Russia's the good guy. The black pill is that they're both evil and in cahoots. And the white pill is it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, this is prophetic and
Wait for it.
God is going
Be on in a minute.
to protect us.
Nice.
Very nice.
Thank you, Chris. It's good to hear from you, man.
Yep.
Call again.
All right, take care. God bless.
All right,
Thanks.
you too. Very nice. Another first-time caller. There's one line open there, guys. Ken, a first-time caller from New York, is on the line, I think. Ken, how are you doing?
Yeah, hey guys. I really wish Jeffrey was here, but you know,
Jeffrey?
hosts always can't be. Sometimes you gotta go on other shows and do other things.
Yeah.
I'm glad he has some replacements, but so
Nice.
he would share my opinion. I think Will Smith, since his wife has been now screwing other men, is now a beta, and that's a beta move, slapping your friend on live TV
I agree.
because you can't take a joke.
Yeah.
You need to joke about your wife. All right, maybe she wanted to commit suicide at some point. She can't laugh about it. Come on, man. What comedians make jokes?
It's true. It's so true,
What else
man.
happens to the world?
I have nothing to add to that. How about you, Chris?
Yeah. I tend to agree with what you're saying. It's a sad state of events. You know, it's
Right,
like
and he only apologized so white America wouldn't shun him in the next award show. Like, oh, this guy, we maybe if he didn't go on our award show, slap our host, we put him up for this snuff. But you had to save face and go, oh, he kissed her ass.
Keep
We'll
it clean,
definitely
buddy.
not leave him off the list for next year.
Yeah. True, man.
yep. It's a wicked system, a wicked game to play. And yeah, he's involved in it. I mean that's what happens when you play those games. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Makes me sad. And Chris going to strike back because he's a paid employee
Oh, Chris Rock?
on their award show, you know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Chris is just sort of I don't know.
He's a professional.
Yeah, well, he
Yeah.
acted pretty professionally, but I mean,
He
as
couldn't go
far as
catch me outside. Let's go right now.
yeah, I
What
mean,
you do?
nothing's really going to happen to Chris. I mean, he didn't do anything, so
Right. Chris
Yeah.
Rock handled it well. And in all honesty, like when it first happened, I wonder if he even knew that Will Smith was serious when he did it, because guys can hit each other all in good fun.
Right.
And he's like, oh, wow. And I think that what hurt worse, at least what hurt Will's case worse, was when he was cussing when he walked back to his front seat and was cussing at Chris with
And he said
with the keep your
typical
wife.
drama line.
I think, in my opinion, that was worse than the slap. In my
Like, I
opinion.
hang out in drama communities and like Discord, all that, and when you watch the YouTube stuff and even like Twitter, like the spaces, and somebody's yelling at somebody about some drama,
Yeah.
that's the line they see.
It's a
Keep,
what?
like, if they're talking about their family or like their girlfriend, keep their name out of your mouth. Put my name. Leave me the hell alone. Keep my name out of your mouth. That's the drama line right there.
It's poser talk
all the time.
Yeah.
What?
You disrespected me. So black.
Yeah.
Sorry, blacks. Not sorry. But anyway, thank you, Ken. Anything else, man?
No. When do you think Jeffrey will be back on the show?
Jesse, you mean Jesse Lee Peterson, Jesse?
Yeah. When do you think the
He'll
host
never
will
be back.
Hopefully Thursday, but the
Jeffrey.
future does not exist. So,
Okay, we'll try and call Thursday or Friday because I have some beta history questions for him.
Okay, man. Well, it's great to hear
He's
from
the
you.
beta guy.
Nice. Take care,
All right.
Ken. Great to hear from you.
Thanks for taking the call, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Let us get to Art.
Those guys are on what air? Are they on podcasts?
Hold on. Okay, I'll try to.
Those guys a podcast, or they're on?
No, they're on radio. You don't know Jesse Lee Peterson?
No, because I rarely go.
He's
to
the guy on the internet and radio and all that. They gave us beta.
So I don't know who those guys are. Are they like?
Those are a couple of his friends that were subbing for him a couple weeks ago.
AM or FM? Those two.
What?
Are they on FM, AM, or?
No, they're on like YouTube and other things.
I guess AM and FM is kind of finished now, eh? There's not much left.
Yeah.
I used to like it, the fan and all that, way back in the 80s, 90s.
All right, I'm gonna give it an open invitation to the audience to come up. I'm kind of out of news, and we can just scoff at things. So the scoffing can start now.
Scoffing? That sounds like eating.
No, oh, that's scoffing. Like, did you hear that Beaver made a new single? Oh,
but it's
horrible.
Always. Do you ever check Billboard? He's always seems to be on there. He seems to be on.
But I don't know why he continues to record things. He's horrible. Oh, I scoff at him. Even the idea.
Is it his looks?
Of him making new music.
Do the women like him?
The worst.
But is it the looks that the women like, or is it his voice, or is it?
Could be. I think he would be really good at. He is still good looking enough to be
young
in a soap opera. He still is young enough and good looking enough to be in a soap opera.
Young and the Restless. He should definitely be on that show.
Yeah, I mean,
one of the upstart guys there.
Was he like 28?
He was in 2007. He was he must be like 25. Can't be that old. He started off very young. He was like 10 or 12 years old, and he started, and then that's 13 years ago. So,
stop thinking that he is good at music and start thinking, man, I should take some acting classes. You could be on daytime soap, and then the nighttime soap, people could be like, I've got a new nighttime soap opera. We need like a supporting actor. That guy looks like he could be supporting actor to our star that we have lined up.
But his father-in-law is an actor, but never really made it big. But his father-in-law's brother, I mean, you got to be careful about that guy. That guy is
Yeah.
violent. Alec, of course.
I'm
But
just saying.
that family can get him into acting because they're all, even Daniel Baldwin is successful. Stephen is not.
So you're saying that
Billy-
Beaver is a Baldwin?
he married a Baldwin. The-
Shut up.
Yeah, it's Stephen Baldwin's daughter. That tall.
So
girl.
he's now officially a Baldwin, and he's not an acting
Oh,
game.
He's
Oh,
Benjamin Baldwin.
I scuff at him even harder. You're in the Baldwin clan, and you're
Yeah.
not even acting. What?
He could.
They're all about acting. They've got
you know
Daniel Baldwin. They got Bobby. They got Alec. They got Steven.
Billy, Daniel, Alec,
Yeah.
Stephen. Stephen is the least successful. He's a religious guy, that Stephen, because I guess because he didn't make it in the movie.
Okay, but you're in the Baldwin world. And you're not acting. Wait, what?
Maybe that'll happen. Do you think he could?
Yeah.
You think he would be good?
I think he'd be good.
Yeah. But then there's also Drake. Do you know what Drake was doing before he made it? He was on a
Drake
soap
is also not that good. Oh, I scoff at
I love the
Drake.
guy, but they just sit there and he talks and he mumbles. Rapping is mostly just beats. It's just mumbling over beats. I mean, to me, it's not
Yeah,
terrible.
I mean, he makes mumble rap, and mumble
He
rap
goes,
is
"Hey, in
I
the pool."
scoff at mumble rap.
The pool boy's cleaning my pool. He's cleaning my pool. He found goldfish in the pool. He found the goldfish in the pool.
Oh,
I mean, that's all they're
I
doing.
scoff at Drake.
Remember, he played a wheelchair-bound student in the Grassy High. Remember that?
You know,
In
it's
the- in
unbelievable.
the-
My friend Ian Ellis went around Chicago acting like he was Drake. The camera person they hired to do that with him was mortified.
I would have. Hey, Stanley, I may be like a Woody Allen and a Gene, but I'm better looking than Woody Allen. Give me that, and I don't go around jumping on my wife's adopted daughter or whatever she was.
Doing?
Gene sitting out. Woody Allen had the daughter
Oh,
that he
I was
married.
about to say, I don't remember Gene doing that.
No, well, he's done a lot of other things, but
He married
no,
a Playboy playmate.
yeah, that's what he did. And she slept with Hugh, apparently. He was another character. They're doing a reality show about that. I've seen on TV all these women. You heard of Soul Train? The
Yeah.
TV show from the 60s, 70s? Well, the guy who ran the show was raping women from the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, I scoff at that guy. He's
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah, he's like was a real typical bad
I
boy.
should go scoff on his grave. Be like, oh, I'm scoffing on his grave.
Do you ever go to a celebrity cemetery? Have you ever been to one?
No, never have. I should one day.
I'm sure there are tons in New York because it's an entertainment capital.
Yeah.
So, what about I've seen on YouTube people going to L.A. Hollywood cemeteries and visiting all the graves of these famous people. Yeah. So something I would want to do. Then when asked for an autograph, they can't say no. At least they can't say anything. What about Gene? Gene is not doesn't look like me. I don't look like Gene.
Incoming friend.
I hear something. I don't know what it means.
Those are people I sent friend requests to.
Your sound is voice wise. Okay, no, I wasn't mad, Stanley. I'm just making conversation. I never get mad at things like that. Yeah, I met Gene. He wasn't happy to see me, but it's okay.
How'd you meet him?
He made it because when I worked for HMV, it was an in-store, and Kiss did the signing, and I was one of the first to get the autograph because I worked there. And Paul Stanley was joking around, and then Gene maybe, "Hi, Gene, I really think you're," he went like this, like signed and like, "If you're not a girl, you don't have big breasts, I don't want to talk to you. I don't care that you sat around and listened to my music when you were 27 or whatever the hell you're going to tell us." So, but listen, I don't blame the guy.
Was Paul nice?
Paul was very nice. Paul was super nice. Had like jovial comments with me, talked about Passover, which was coming up, and he says, "We're trying to."
I always like Paul better than Gene. I always like Paul better than Gene. I like Ace the most out of all of them.
Although Ace was the nicest ones to me, but he just brushed by me.
Oh wow!
but I forgive him. There was 50 people he blew off. He didn't want to. I saw a solo show. It was okay. He was pretty good. He did Cold Gin, I think, because he wrote it.
Right.
And I saw Peter Christ when he did a solo show in Montreal, and he was down on his luck. That guy back then. That was before the reuniting. That helped his finances. Did you read the books from those guys?
No.
They're kind of interesting.
I should.
They're all, they've had interesting lives.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a bad life, But the drugs with, too much for two of them, and the other guys didn't like drugs. Of course, they're not going to get along.
Yeah, that's true.
All New York guys. You must have bumped into a few celebrities. Tell us who you met.
Trying to think. I met Ray Davies.
I did too. Not at the same time, but I met him outside his concert in Montreal, solo, and there were like 12 people waiting for autographs, and I talked to him
That's
for.
all right, man.
He's a nice guy.
I don't care that much about UFC. I mean, I don't like it that much. I like it a little bit.
I don't really watch
This
that.
isn't going to be that long. I mean, 15 minutes the most.
What?
The show.
Oh, whenever you say it's done, it's done. I'm around.
Just about an hour. Could be less.
Yeah, I've done shows for 20 minutes and stuff. I usually don't have anyone on, but I do it just to keep my practicing. Keep having a good time. So how was Ray? Did he talk to you about stuff? Did you ask him about music?
Well, not really. I mean, I met him real quick. His manager said no pictures. Just want to shake the man's hand. I did.
That's what I did, and I got his autograph too.
Yeah, I got his autograph. It's in pencil, but it's an autograph.
Yeah, but you won't erase that. I asked him how Dave was, his brother. They apparently didn't get along over the years, but he was sick too. But he said he's getting better. He's getting better.
Good.
And I told him that I got in trouble at school because I played his song on Show and Tell, Lola. My sister told me to play it, right? I was 10 years old. So the teacher says, "Why are you playing song about gay people?" I said, "What is gay people?" I was 10. What's a gay person? I don't know what it means. And she says, "Just don't bring that record in again." Okay. Then I yelled at my sister. She knew.
Lola is about gay people?
Lola, it's not really gay people, but the teachers probably didn't know. It's about transvestite. They went into a gay bar or something like that, and someone dressed up like a woman, a man. So he wrote a song about it.
Yeah.
But
it's a great song.
Yeah, I think I did a small YouTube thing just analyzing the song. But he had a good smile on his face when I told him that story. They got in trouble because of that song. He seemed to enjoy that story. Problem is, everybody was pawing at him. You know how it is. They all want his time.
Yeah. Do you think him and Dave will ever put their differences aside?
There was a tour planned. There was an actual tour planned with Ray, Dave, and maybe another guy original. And just before COVID, it was just announced like 2020 or 19. And I don't think it ever happened. I didn't follow up on it, but there was a comment.
Do you think they're going to make a new album?
That would be amazing. That I don't know. I mean, I know that they seem to have patched things up. The same thing happened with the Robinson brothers with, what's that band?
What band?
Hard to Handle. Black Crowes.
What?
They were about to do a reunion, and then COVID hit, and they stopped too.
I think COVID stopped a lot of reunions.
Yeah, there were bands that were coming to Montreal, and they just The Offspring. They announced a show, and the month before they just pulled the plug on the whole Canadian tour. I mean, cost a lot of money. Now it's on its way back. Anyway, COVID. We know all about that. We've talked so much about COVID. It's boring already. But now things are opening up as far as shows goes. There's a lot more announcements. Just for Laughs to announce their comedy lineup.
Who's in the lineup?
Oh, I should have prepared and looked it up before. Now I don't remember. There obviously Kevin Hart always comes here. He loves it here. And there were some other big Bill Burr's doing a show at the arena. People love that guy. I would never see a comedy show at an arena. I don't see the point. I want to hear sounds. I want to hear how the instruments and the voice comes out. I don't want to hear.
You know why comics play arenas?
No, I like
Clay.
Pardon?
Dice Clay. Dice Clay is the exact reason why they play arenas.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody should have pulled him aside and said, "We know you're funny, but you're not Led fucking Zeppelin. You're not Metallica, okay, man? We don't give a fuck how funny you are. You think you're gonna play Madison Square Garden? That's
he actually
funny. What somebody should have told him, you're a comic. You know that the theater in Madison Square Garden? That's the biggest place you should be playing, okay?
I'd never been inside, just outside.
You know, play guitar, you have a band, and if you could put that in your comedy act, then you can play Madison Square Garden. If not, shut the fuck up and play the theater.
Right, he should have, but he made more money doing that. I mean, he's been around for a long time. He was buddies
Yeah,
with
but
Jim Norton. He gave Norton a break, hired him.
I'm saying that's why Dane Cook, Amy Schumer, all those people played arenas. They shouldn't be playing arenas.
If they can, they just look at the bottom line. They're going to make more money in an arena, but I wouldn't spend money to see a comedian in an arena, in anything but a theater, because it's jokes. It's jokes. This joke sounded crystal clear. You say that
I'm
about
gonna
a
say
guitar,
this.
not a keyboard.
You Dice Clay for playing a fucking arena.
Yeah, that's it. That's an awk. He should. Well, he did it. Now he's no longer that big. Remember his fight with Artie over the money? Oh, was that great? You should look it up.
Yeah,
Did you ever hear it?
I think so. Yeah.
It was live. I heard it live, and I've listened to it on YouTube maybe 4 times. I mean, you see, that's what Stern's missing: the real fights. Now he just schedules them as little spats, or maybe once in a while they come up as real. But that was like a real Dice. I want my check. I want my money. Oh, but what I do is I have my manager cut the check to the comedian and put it in the mail in 9 days, and then you get it 3 days later. But if you want special treatment, look, I can pay you. When can I pay you? Dice. I don't want to get. I want my $5,000. Just give me $5,000. Oh, classic. If you ever get bored and you want to listen to it, you can't stop.
Yeah.
That was classic. That's why Artie's missed, because now it's all like pre-set up gay baiting stuff and stripping and weird stuff. It's like the gay world is where Howard lives now. I don't know why, but that's his domain.
Nothing is gonna ever be the same than it was.
You can never go back to where you were. Stern's lucky they don't go back to when he did blackface and out him for that. But then he'll just say it was in the context of comedy. So that's a protection, but then that protection doesn't work as well as it used to. But he didn't.
I think they're trying to guess your age. They said 37.
37. I'm 62, man.
Yeah. Well,
62. I just got my father's hair, my good hair. My wife wants me to cut it, but I don't want to. You really thought it was 37? Who said that?
Stanley did, I believe so.
Stanley, now I like you're my favorite. Not that it mattered what I think of you, of course. Yeah. Who doesn't understand the context of taxes? That's what
you missed the news time. I did like news for like 38 minutes. I've just been scoffing at things since then.
Who else
talking
is on
about music and stuff?
What Canadian bands do you dislike? And I'll see if I can defend them or if I want to.
Celine Dion. Oh,
you don't like that?
Fucking horrible.
But why did she become so big then?
I don't know, man. If somebody play me her greatest hits, there'll probably be one song that I like. That's a maybe.
But listen, look at Eric Carmen. He cashed in when that broad did a cover, All by Myself. He made a fortune.
You mean Eric Clapton, right?
No, Eric Carmen. He wrote All by Myself with and a classical art. He credited a classical pianist because that's part of the original. He co-wrote it, and she made it to number one.
That is
Eric Carmen.
No.
He did All by Myself. Don't want to be. Well, you're younger than me, but you're not that much younger. Yeah, Eric Carmen. Make Me Lose Control. Hungry Eyes. He's a pop singer, you know.
Oh, Hungry Eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, he had DUIs and stuff. He had a lot of trouble with the bottle.
Yeah. Hungry Eyes is a good song.
Yeah, well, he makes that. I asked his manager, who I talked to on Twitter.
Okay, let's see. Hold on.
He
That's
said,
my TV. I'll be back in 1 second.
yes, it is your show. I could try to say hi to people if they really want to talk to me. I'm a lot younger than Gene Simmons and a lot poorer. I can tell you that. Harry Nilsson. No, he did Without You. That was also by Badfinger had written it. One Pete Ham and Badfinger wrote Harry Nilsson. The song Without You, and Harry Nilsson covered it, and so did obviously Mariah.
Let's see.
I'm just
Bare
correct.
Naked Ladies. Oh,
Not good.
Okay,
They got rid of the
hate
big
the-
fat guy.
I
heavy
hate
guy.
the Bare Naked Ladies. They're the worst.
They were never good. 1 week was not. It was like kind of a gibberish mumbling song. But they made and they do the Bare Naked Ladies theme. That stupid Bang Theory there. They do that theme, and they
Yeah.
did some ads.
All right, the Big Bang Theory song is good, and 1 week, but everything else. Oh,
Yeah, they had some other Yoko Ono song was stupid as hell.
yeah.
You ever see Yoko around town?
No, I mean I'm not really in the city. I
Oh,
wish I
where
was.
you're in the outskirts.
I'm
Oh,
like, I'm more upstate than anything.
like Westchester.
Yeah.
That's where the rich people live. I think Sam Roberts lives there. It's
I'm
the
not
best
rich.
Chester. You're not rich. I'm not really rich either. I'm just clinging on to some inheritance money. I might be going washing dishes soon. My kids spend every dime I have. I can't keep up with it.
Yeah.
That's
Let's see. Okay,
Okay.
the band that started,
Triumph.
the band that wrote the song "Ska Sucks," Propaganda High.
Wow, that's
Heard
a
of
new
them?
one because I don't know them.
No, they're from like the '90s.
What was it? I'm
They
surprised. I
wrote a
don't know
song
that.
called "Ska Sucks."
Ska Sucks, and they're propaganda.
Yeah.
I have to look them up. Propaganda. I
because,
don't know. That. I
yeah,
usually
they're.
know all these guys, but
I'm saying like because the guy wrote it because he thought that everybody was doing the whole revival, the ska revival, to make money, and he didn't think it would pan out.
and it was a hit.
And he was 100% wrong.
It was a hit.
No, I'm not saying that that song was a hit. I'm saying that I've listened to that song, and that song is fucking awful.
Or I have to look that up. Propagandize. Gonna get
Propaganda High. Just look up the song "Ska Sucks."
Well, I'll do it after. No one interrupt.
Yeah.
I'll just write it down. Ska Suck Propagandize. That's how I learn by people like you that know stuff.
I've never even seen Sean Lennon,
But he talked to
who
me
looks
on.
so much like John, right?
I haven't seen him live, but he did talk to me. I asked him if he ever talks to Julian, and it was a verified account with the blue tick. He says, "Yeah, I do speak to Julian," and I was like, "What? Sean Lennon has time to?"
Well, you know, they're half brothers,
Yeah, I know. Of
different
course.
mothers, but same
Sometimes you
father.
don't get along with your half brother.
Well, you know,
I don't get along with my full brother. So, yeah, but look, I mean, he came to
they have a
Montreal.
lot in common.
Yeah, well, Julian had more hits. Sean never really crossed into the pop market very well. He didn't really. Now, did he get married to somebody famous? I forget who it
I
was.
don't know.
But let's face it. I mean, does his mother throw him money? Let's ask the question that needs to be asked. Does his mother write him a check sometimes? Because he's not
Probably.
successful on his own in music.
Probably.
His mother's worth $900 million.
Yeah.
Imagine what Paul has to deal with. Every decision with Beatles stuff that they co-own, he's got to
Well,
deal with her. He's got to deal with her. He's got to make sure that she says
I
yes.
think he's come to accept. I think they get along now.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
And listen, at some point, one of them's going to go, and then it'll be another person dealing with each other.
Yeah.
Well, Paul's a vegetarian, so maybe he'll stick around till he's 85 years old.
Yeah, who knows?
And Yoko, I don't know. She's like what, 81?
Yeah.
You ever hear her sing when John's doing a
Oh,
duet with Chuck Berry and she starts whining, bellowing in the background?
oh,
I saw it.
music.
Chuck Berry got pissed off. He got mad.
Oh, her music is horrible.
But I don't know. I guess for being married to the guy she
Oh,
married.
you ever seen that? You ever heard that song that Weird Al made called "Achy Breaky Song"?
I have heard that. I think. Yeah. I
Some
think
kid made a video out of it. He took he put images of everything Weird Al was saying and made a video out of it. You should go look it up, man. Well,
What-
it's been an hour and it's been fun.
So who did this
That's
song? You're
news
talking?
and that's the scuffing. Would you like to scuff at something before we end?
Yes, I'd like to say that I'm very mad at Triumph because I went thrown in a security cell for 4 hours because I tried to scalp their tickets. And
I'm
I
saying
got pinched.
not scoff tickets, just scoff at somebody like, oh,
Okay, I'm gonna
scoffing.
scoff at Ace Frehley only because I think maybe that girl that he was engaged to, maybe she has 1 or 2 valid points that of all the abuse. Do you think she has any points? You know who I'm
Oh.
talking about, the wacky girl, that blonde girl that he was engaged to for years. He broke it off. She said he was rough with him and mean to him. She said Gene raped her, groped her.
Oh.
You remember this girl?
No.
Well, look up Gene and his fiance, Rachel Gordon. That's the name, New Yorker.
Okay.
Rachel Gordon. So let's just say maybe Rachel has a valid point that Ace and Gene treated her badly. So I'll give a little scoff to Ace and Gene if she's telling the truth. But I'll never
You
know.
go talk to them, right?
Right. Well, to them, if she's telling the truth, she seems adamant. I almost had her on her show, but we couldn't get the technology to work. She wanted to call from a phone, that she didn't have a phone, and then she called some other guy's show. And Rachel Gordon, you could get her on easily. She loves coming on these shows. Look
All
her
right,
up.
man.
She was a
Okay.
singer in the 70s, but she never was popular.
She on Twitter?
What?
Do you think she's on Twitter?
She is. I know, because that's how I reached her. And I
All
did.
right.
We arranged something, but it didn't materialize because technically she couldn't get her papers or
Well,
wires.
you should send me her handle.
I will do that. I will do that.
All right, man.
She's
All
fine.
right. Okay, everybody, thank you for watching. Everybody that's enjoying the UFC, enjoy the UFC. Thanks, Eddie, and I might have something for you next week.
If you do,
I'll see what music news is happening.
anything you want, just give me a little buzz, man.
Okay, if not, then I'll see you later.
See Stanley Mood too. I love your comments. Woody Simmons, yeah. Thank you very much.
That's right.
Not Woody Harrelson, but what can I do? Take
All right,
care,
man.
Chris. Take care.
Peace.
Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining. More news for you next week. Variety show, probably not. Maybe in a few weeks, but the news will keep on going, and I'll try and get down. I tried to look for the Jesse Lee Peterson phone call where I actually talked to him. Hopefully, I'll have it by next week. And there might be a new call. Who knows? All right, I'll see you guys for another hour plus next week. Till then, peace.